helping you in sustaining this project?
We have been trying so much to get support from government, because we've been writing proposals to private sector foundation so that we can also have a chance to win a window, because they finance through windows. But we haven't yet been successful. But I pray that one day we shall be successful. So far we have no any other facilitator.
Now, we find that actually COVID has taught us that really having hands-on training is so important. Now, let's look at the community around. How is the institution helping them? For example, are you training their maids? Are you training their shamba boy? So how are you helping us so that you can have these people trained to fit in society?
We actually help them. We have got quite a number of maids, and we thank those bosses to those maids and shamba boys who really feel they have to add value to these people. Some may not have, but I pray that they also think twice about it and see how they can really add a skill to their shamba boys and their maids. They usually come, but when they come and they actually tell us, this is my maid, we actually subsidize them more because we understand the hustle of helping someone. And we appreciate, we reduce because we want to appreciate the boss who really saw it is important to add a skill to the shamba boy.
Well, there's somebody whom I'm not going to name on air who told us that the home has turned into a skills development, that every other time somebody comes in as a maid or a shamba boy, after 2 or 3 years, the person goes back with a skill, either tailoring, either bricklaying, either carpentry. That by the time they leave him or her, they are able to live on their own a better life. Rather than bringing somebody stays with you for over 10 years as a maid, they have added no skill onto themselves. Now let's look at the instructors. Locally, where do you get the instructors from?
We are working very well with some of the administrators of Nakawa Vocational Training Institute. Originally it was not easy because people would come in, but they are not teachers. You know, sometimes a teacher is made, sometimes a teacher is born. There are those people who have the skills, but they can deliver. And there are those who have the skill, but they can't deliver. They can't give it to others. So we have a mixture of those people who have the skill, but they can deliver. And then we also have instructors who have been trained to teach. So we basically deal with Nakawa Vocational Training Institute because it is a national institute where hands-on actually begins.
Well, that actually said, because you've really talked of where you get the instructors and of course how you get the students, which is actually also very okay. Now, the other thing that I actually also need to understand is that what qualifications are they given after their training?
The qualifications that they are given.
Because we live in a world that believes in paper qualifications, not the skills one.
That's true. That's very true. The qualifications that they get are from Directorate of Industrial Training. It is the directorate that the Minister of Education believes promotes skills training. Yes, so they award from modules. The modular certificate is for those who didn't complete primary 7. And then the level 1 for those who completed primary 7, level 2 for those who completed senior 4. And actually, even if you are a graduate in skills, you are not you are a graduate in academic life, you are not a graduate in skills. So if you come this side and you want to learn a skill, for example, fashion and design, you'll still be taken to level 2 of senior 4. Because by the time you leave academic life, you didn't know even how to thread a machine. So we take you back to level 2.
Now let's get down to the the medium of instruction.
Yes.
Because you have primary dropouts, secondary dropouts. So you have students at various levels. So what is the medium of instruction?
We use both Luganda and English. And we also use technology and face-to-face. We found that students really enjoy a projected class, to get a face of another person away from here. And sometimes to see how the skills have been done by a different person. So whether they understand English or not, but when they are projected to a video showing how something is done, they feel wow, you get. But however, for those who are advanced, they have a theory paper. So they do theory and practical. Whereas the modular class, some of them, the English may not be good enough. So they do practicals and they continue growing on in practicals. Yeah.
Now let's look at, there are people, of course, for example, COVID has rendered many jobless, and perhaps they would want to change profession. Somebody has been an accountant, they have lost their job. Somebody has been a teacher, they have lost their job. Somebody has been a social worker, they have lost their job. And they feel maybe if she's a woman, she can start a salon. If he's a man, he can perhaps start a carpentry, whatever. So let's look at, do you have a package for retooling professionals from what they used to do now to something, to hands-on kind of skills development?
Yes, as I speak now, we have enrolled some. For example, my judge, the area judge here, is doing fashion and design. And one of the requirements for those people who can kind of afford life is you come with your machine. You come with your tailoring machine, and we train you even how to maintain it. So you actually feel when you are training, you own the training. So we are enrolling them, and I encourage most of them out there, even if you still have a job, please, hands-on is very good. Hands-on is very important. Yes.
Yeah, hands-on training is very, very important, and we have to embrace it, because ideally what we can do works more than what exactly we are taught, and perhaps we never get to practice it. Now let's get down to the students, of course.
Yes.
How do you create the interest? Because in most cases, this kind of skills, hands-on training, students, especially the youth, the young people, feel it is for those the disadvantaged in society. Either academically they were disadvantaged, as we talked about, or economically they come from a poor family, or they are orphans. So ideally, when anybody going for skills, that person is that kind of person who has been disadvantaged. So how do you change this?
Well, it starts from admissions. When we are admitting, we have to look at passion. We usually get two people, a parent and a student. The student has a course, but the parent also has a course. We have realized that if a parent enforces the student to do their course, they will do it for them. But if they follow their passion, they will do it for themselves. Then after that, we have orientation. During orientation, we share. They tell us more about what people say about them. They tell us more about what they have heard from people about vocational education. Some of these talks may really make you miserable, but you have to stand strong and really show them. First, we tell them, me personally, I am who I am because I am a skilled, trained person. That's where I began from. But now I speak with a master's degree in business administration and information technology. Don't you really admire me? Was I those words that they told you down there? However, although some people disguise skills education, but the rich people, the rich class, have now realized the importance of skills. You find that the rich class take their kids to both academic and then skills. Yeah, we have some parents who actually drive their kids from Nagulu, Kampala, to here to come and do baking classes or fashion and design classes during holidays. And then for them, they know, really, we have seen our country growing because of skills, not because of white-collar jobs, no?
Well, thank you very much. I'll beg that Mrs. Esther Kakoza look into the camera and you give us your parting shot, in other words, your message to the Ugandan, your message to the viewer in as far as the importance of vocational education is concerned.
Thank you so much, my host. My message to the viewers, the message to Ugandans, I'm just requesting that you understand, or you take trouble to understand around you how important is vocation. Most of you have been grown up in the environment of vocational. You have seen how vocational people in your families have supported your families. You have seen how vocational people in your families have supported your education. Perhaps you have an uncle doing plumbing, you have an uncle doing electronics, you have a father doing furniture work, you have a father doing computer repairs, and you have, through that job he's doing, you have acquired a degree, and after acquiring your degree, you've chosen to sit home to wait for a better job. Then he has continued to take you to masters, but will he continue to take you for doctorate? Why don't you get a skill as you wait for a white-collar job? Perhaps the skill will turn out your white-collar jobs and you employ others in your factory.
Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Esther Kakoza, for really making time of your busy schedule and really hosting us here at Jones Vocational Training Institute here in Mukono Municipality. We are going in for a short break, and when we come back, yes, we shall be talking to students and the instructors here to give us their story, what they have benefited and how they have found learning. Don't go away, keep it at UBC TV.
Alpha without Omega. I am Africa.
Hail to Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, a land with the world's most beautiful, captivating features. Hills, mountains and valleys, the enigmatic animal species in the wild. A land where Africa is condensed into one small country with authentic endowments of nature and perfect safari. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, is without the crowds with abundant primates, wildlife and stunning scenery. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, takes you beyond the guidebooks, the known features, and gives you the insights unmatched. Keep it UBC TV, where we inspire Uganda with authentic beauty and nature of our motherland. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Discover the fountain.
And first of all, select a variety that you have to grow. There are very many different varieties of beans, so what a farmer grows depends on his or her objective.
Tugenda kuno kuteekako ki 7 mu mmeka 7 mu 5 oba tukole kano 7 mu 5 kuno tuteekeko 6.
A nursery bed is the basis of vegetable production.
So in a year we plant 3 times. Basically we begin in March to either July or June.
We want to put our onions, cabbage and then tomatoes.
You have to start with a good, well-made nursery bed, and of course not leaving out a quality seed.
Currently, the level of hybrids is going up, unlike the OPVs, because the production of hybrids is higher.
Not a lot of water. Seeds, if you give them a lot of water, they will die. Seeds are living organisms. Before they germinate, if you give them excess water, they will die.
If we are processing this, we are going to sort. We remove the beans, we remove the dark combs, and we remain with only one grade. Dark combs should be processed alone, and white combs processed alone.
Welcome back from that short break, and Monday Akol Amazima still here at Jones Vocational Training Institute here in Mukono Municipality. As earlier mentioned, or as we've heard from the director herself, Mrs. Kakoza, the school, the institution is still a young institution, and therefore construction is still on the way. They are still constructing more and more classroom blocks. Now here we come to the section of electrical installation, and yes, as you've seen, students are actually doing it, learning, and we are catching up with the instructor, one of the instructors, and who is actually going to tell us what it looks like teaching at such a young vocational training institute. You're welcome. Tell us your name, what you're doing here, and yes, how do you find what you do?
Yes, my pleasure to be part of the interview. I'm Katerega Mutebenri, an instructor here at Jadis Technical Institute, and we have just back from the lockdown, and we are trying to engage the students. The students are trying to pick up, like the motivation, the zeal of working. It's still low, but they're picking up. And what we are seeing here, it is the DIT students, year ones. They're doing practical, an practical module, and they are wiring, basic wiring. And there's involvement of drawings and the theory part of it. And then there's a demonstration which is taking place. And,
thank you very much. This is sanitizer that is manufactured or that is made by the students and instructors of Jones Vocational Training Institute. And of course, as you can see, the sanitizer is everywhere around the compound. And yes, the students, you see that everyone is putting on a face mask. I've also been allowed to enter one of the tutor rooms with a mask. But of course, the instructor, for purposes of knowing who he is, that is why he is not putting on a face mask. Now, let's look at how you instructors aid the students to make some little money, because I can see the neighborhood, there are very, very good houses. I believe those houses have electricity. Once in a while, they require services of electricians. So how do you market your students so that they can tap into that market and manage to sustain themselves on campus?
Yes, that's a good question. First of all, I'm a full-time field engineer, and I'm a part-time tutor. So I own a private company, and I collaborate with my students when contracts are going on. We work with them in the field. So we go, we work together, and I pay them per day money, wage, and they go back to school. So that's what we work with, and at the end, experience is growing, and they're getting some airtime at the same time to motivate them and all that.
Well, thank you very much. And dear viewer, we now get to the tailoring department, because we're also going to talk to students. Yes, this is the class for tailoring, and as earlier mentioned, one of the courses is tailoring. That is one of the courses that is offered at this institute. And as you can see, of course, the young boys and girls are all busy with their work, because it is something that it is a hands-on training, and yes, they are taking the course very, very seriously. Now, of course, we are going to be talking to one of the students who is actually going to tell us her names, when she joins, and what motivated her to joining this particular course. Yes, what is your name? When did you join, and why did you join this particular course?
I joined this course last year. And the reason why I joined this course, I wanted to learn more about the skills, to teach others who are coming up, and to create competition with, among others, who are doing the same job with mine, and even to improve on the living and the standards of living, to improve on the standards of living in terms of earning money, to create employment to others who are not having work to do, and even to improve on what is already existing on the ground.
Yes, of course, as you can see, everyone in class is putting on a face mask. Perhaps I would encourage that you remove your face mask so that people can get to know who you are. The viewer out there should know exactly who you are, since I'm having a mask on. So how long are you going to train?
I will take 2 years.
And for how long have you so far trained? So how much time is left?
I have left with 1 year.
Now, in this 1 year, what is it that you can do? Because since it's a hands-on training, it means that there are certain things now you can do as a person.
I can do a dress, a skirt, round skirt. I can do a shirt, a casual shirt. I can do dormants and even babies' wears.
As we fight terrorism, it is the duty of every Ugandan, and to you border people. You take these people throughout the night, you move with them throughout the day. You can go, you take somebody, maybe you reach the room or the fence where they enter, you see very big number of people gathering. You see they have a lot of bags, heavy luggages. You have powers to check. tell them, please, before I take you, let me first check what is in your bag. If that person refuses, please let us know. Be within the numbers of police. Our police station here, Kajas, we are very ready. Whenever you call us, we shall come and check that person. Checking is normal. Why should somebody refuse to be checked? If you are taking somebody who has refused to be checked, you are at risk. Because you don't know what is carrying. They have these suicide vests. They have made these local bombs. These bombs, they make them from their houses. Then they go and target a big number of people. So you have the duty as a resident, as a citizen, as a border person. You have a duty. Whatever you see is suspicious, call the police. Call us, we shall come and respond. We shall check that person. We shall confirm what is carrying. Don't just carry people. If you carry them, the bomb can go off with you. There you saw in the video, a border was there. For you, somebody calls you to take him to a destination you don't know. You are risking. Try to be security conscious of yourselves. You will see our borders moving around. You see our patrols. When I came to Kajas, we had one patrol. Now we have over 6 patrol cars. We have very many new motorcycles around. I think you can see the visibility of police. Somebody might ask a question, when is he thinking of 1990s, when we could get a response from Kampala. Now you have a police here, even we have opened more police stations around for mobility, for access. So that question has been solved.
Giver of life, Alpha without Omega. I am Africa.
Hail to Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, a land with the world's most beautiful, captivating features. Hills, mountains and valleys, the enigmatic animal species in the wild. A land where Africa is condensed into one small country with authentic endowments of nature and perfect safari. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, is without the crowds with abundant primates, wildlife and stunning scenery. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, takes you beyond the guidebooks, the known features, and gives you the insights unmatched. Keep it UBC TV, where we inspire Uganda with authentic beauty and nature of our motherland. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Discover the fountain.
And first of all, select a variety that you have to grow. There are very many different varieties of beans, so what a farmer grows depends on his or her objective.
Tugenda kuno kuteekako ki 7 mu mmeka 7 mu 5 oba tukole kano 7 mu 5 kuno tuteekeko 6.
A nursery bed is the basis of vegetable production.
So in a year we plant 3 times. Basically, we begin in March to either July or June.
We want to put our onions, cabbage, and then tomatoes.
You have to start with a good, well-made nursery bed, and of course not leaving out a quality seed.
Currently, the level of hybrids is going up, unlike the OPVs, because the production of hybrids is higher.
Not a lot of water. Seeds, if you give them a lot of water, they will die. Seeds are living organisms. Before they germinate, if you give them excess water, they will die.
If we are processing this, we are going to sort. We remove the bean.
Real estate experts Viola and Barbara bring you the Property Hour.
What space do I need to be in order to know more about real estate and construction in Uganda?
Well, it is right here at the Property Hour. It is the only space that fills the information gap between the real estate and construction stakeholders and the marketplace.
Yes, we are talking about the hottest commodity we have in real estate, property that brings you income. What do they consider, especially when they are coming up with such property?
We tried as much as possible to make it a green hotel. Recreational areas, a tennis court, one of the best pools, Infinity Pool, if you look at the design.
As far as property trends are concerned, the colors.
This show is informative, inclusive, and up to date. Proudly powered by HK Properties, Uganda.
Akili, Akili, this is Akili. She has a secret. Tell us, tell us. When the sun goes down, Akili goes to sleep, and she enters a world where all the animals speak. Akili, 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 Akili. But there is something strange about this magic land. The animals speak English, which she doesn't understand. But if you help her out, we know it can be done. Akili can learn English and it will be fun. Akili, 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 Akili.
I speak English! Yay!
Today, Akili went to the market with her father. There were so many colorful fruits and vegetables there, so they played a game. Akili would pick a fruit and tell her father the color. And then he'd have to guess it.
Yellow!
Akili's mother had given them a list of things to buy at the market. So they followed the list together and bought tomatoes, bananas, spinach, and rice. They also decided to get Mother a surprise that wasn't on her list. The big juicy pineapple. Akili is so tired from her long day at the market. Good night, Akili. Akili, you're in La La Land! Wow! There are so many people around and so many things to see!
Huh?
Kids, can you tell Akili the name of this busy place in English?
Market! 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 Hello, Akili. Hello, Happy Hippo. I love market.
Happy Hippo has come to buy the ingredients for Mother Hippo's famous fruit salad.
Mmm, yummy!
And look, she has a list of everything she needs. What's first on the list?
Bananas!
That's right. Let's help Happy Hippo find bananas.
Mmm!
Great work! You found the bananas!
Banana, banana, yummy banana, 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 banana.
Hello, Happy Hippo. Hello, Achille.
Hello, little lion.
I love Market Day.
We all love Market Day. And what's that you're buying ingredients for, little lion?
Pizza with vegetables and pineapple.
Oh my! Pineapple and vegetable pizza. Sounds yummy. Oh, little lion also has a list of the things he needs to buy. What's the first thing on his list?
Tomato!
That's right. Let's help them find a tomato.
Tomato! No, tomatoes! Back!
Nice work. You found them.
Tomato, 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 tomato. It's red in color and a circle in shape. Tomato, tomato is its name.
Hello, Bush Baby.
So what do you need ingredients for, Bush Baby? Oh my, is that pineapple fried rice? And what ingredients do you need for that? What's that first ingredient on the list?
Rice!
Rice! Good job! Can you help Achille and Bush Baby find rice at the market?
Rice! Rice! I see it! That's right! Rice!
Great! You got your rice. What's next? What's that sound?